Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Shine Through Darkness. All right, so we are about to figure out what's going on in America because this is crazy. All right, you got people arguing back and forth about Donald Trump. Either you support him or you don't, and there's a huge argument about that. The thing that I've learned years ago, decades ago, should be common knowledge to the average American, but it's not. See, the whole thing is the Americans, if it doesn't affect them personally, they don't care. If somebody gets murdered, it wasn't them that got murdered, so they don't care. If somebody's rights were violated, well, their rights weren't violated, so they don't care. They don't pay attention. And then today we get mass chaos because these people don't understand how presidents get elected in America. They don't understand that. And it's the whole thing of, did you vote for Trump or didn't you vote for Trump? And the whole thing is, who cares? It doesn't matter. But they say it does because they don't know the common knowledge that should be common knowledge in America. The Electoral College. So let's go in and check out the Electoral College under USA.gov. Electoral College. The Electoral College decides who will be elected president and vice president of the United States. Learn who is involved and how the process works. That should be told to Americans from the door. The Electoral College decides who will be the elected president and vice president of the United States. So you dummies should learn who is involved and how the process works. That's what it really should say to the average American, especially MAGA. The Electoral College is not a physical place. It's not a physical place. Not like Trump University. You know that scam that Trump was fined $25 million for scamming people? It is a process which includes the selection of electors, meeting of electors who cast votes for the president and vice president, counting of the electors' votes by Congress. So after we get done with this, you guys should have a pretty good understanding of what is going on in America today. In other U.S. elections, United States elections, candidates are elected directly by popular vote. Okay, so your mayor, your governor, your state representative, they're all chosen by the people who voted for them. The president and the vice president are not. And it goes on to say, okay, so we'll start over. In other U.S. elections, candidates are elected directly by popular vote, but the president and the vice president are not elected directly by citizens. Man, how come America doesn't know this? Well, they're a bunch of idiots. Instead, they are chosen through the Electoral College process. Unreal. You got MAGA out there saying other words. The process of using electors comes from the Constitution. It was a compromise between a popular vote by citizens and a vote in Congress. Who is in the Electoral College? Each state gets as many electors as it has members of Congress, House and Senate. Including Washington, D.C.'s 3 electors, there are currently 538 electors in all. Each state's political parties choose their own slate of potential electors. Who is chosen to be an elector, how and when, varies by state. How does the Electoral College process work? After you cast your ballot for president, your vote goes to a statewide tally. In 48 states and Washington, D.C., the winner gets all the electoral votes for that state. Maine and Nebraska assign their electors using the proportional system. A candidate needs the vote of at least 270 electors, more than half of all electors, to win the presidential election. In most cases, a projected winner is announced on election night in November after you vote. But the actual electoral college vote takes place in mid-December when the electors meet in their states. See the Electoral College timeline of events for the 2024 election. While the Constitution does not require electors to vote for the candidate chosen by their state's popular vote, some states do. That's a key bit of information. While the Constitution does not require electors to vote for the candidate chosen by their state's popular vote, which means it is not a requirement. If Donald Trump wins the state by popular vote of the citizens, it is not required for the state to vote for Donald Trump. Vice versa. If Kamala Harris was the favorite in any given state in America, it is not required for that state to endorse or vote for Kamala Harris. They can choose to back Donald Trump. The rare elector who votes for someone else may be fined, disqualified, and replaced by a substitute elector, or they may even be prosecuted by their state. The rare elector who votes for someone else may be fined. The rare elector. Okay? So what that means is the electoral people, the people that are chosen, there are 538 electors. So if you get the one that just goes with, well, I'm going to choose this person over here. I don't care who you guys are choosing. I'm going to choose this guy or this girl. They can get charged for that. Or they can be disqualified and replaced by someone else who's going to go with the flow. Unusual electoral college scenarios. Winning the popular vote but losing the election. It is possible. It is possible to win the electoral college but lose the popular vote. This happened in 2016. They won the electoral college, but they lost the popular vote. So the citizens did not vote for the president. You see what I'm saying? This is exactly what they're saying. It is possible to become a president and not have the votes to say it, to back it up. So this is a popularity contest that all the American citizens are voting for. It's a popularity contest. It's a freaking popularity contest. Do we get certificates for participation in this? This happened in 2016, in 2000, and 3 times in the 1800s. So 5 times a president has been selected by the Electoral College when the people selected someone else. This goes to show, this goes to prove that the votes of the American citizens when it comes to presidents and vice presidents means jack diddly squat. What happens if no candidate wins the majority of electoral votes? If no candidate receives the majority of electoral votes, the vote goes to the House of Representatives. This has happened twice. The first time was following the 1800 presidential election when the House chose Thomas Jefferson. And following the 1824 presidential election, The House selected John Quincy Adams as president. Selected. Not elected. Selected. How to change the Electoral College. The Electoral College process is in the United States Constitution. It would take a constitutional amendment to change the process. For more information, contact your U.S. Senator or your U.S. Representative. Last updated January 13, 2025. So this goes to show that the Electoral College picks the president and vice president regardless if they got the popular vote from the citizens or not. So to all the people of America, all the American citizens out there, all these MAGA people, look, everybody, you guys don't even know how your elections work. And you're going to get on social media and try to grind these people because they don't have the same belief in a person that you have? I don't like Donald Trump. I also don't like Kamala Harris. And I also warned people through videos about Joe Biden when he was 32 years old. And he stated on video, when he becomes president, not if, he said, when I become president, I am going to destroy America. Joe Biden said that when he was 32 years old on video. And they still selected him. I don't think that he got the popular vote. I really don't think he got the popular vote. But he was put in place by those that are in charge of the country. And it's not the people that are in charge of the country, as we can clearly see. But it is Congress. And then when you look at Congress today, what are they doing? Look at every congressional member, dude. Look at Congress. What are they doing? They want to shut the government down. Chuck Schumer, he goes in and votes to keep the government open. Now every Democrat is grinding on Chuck Schumer. Well, isn't that the thing of keeping the government? What is even going on here anymore? What are we even doing? So all these people out there, like Americans, they need to just quit. They need to shut their mouth because they have no clue what they're talking about. It doesn't matter how many people voted for Donald Trump. The Electoral College selected Donald Trump. The people have no authority. They have no power. They have no power. In other U.S. elections, candidates are elected directly by popular vote, but the president and the vice president are not elected directly by citizens. Right there, plain English. Plain English. The citizens do not elect the president nor the vice president. So what the hell is everybody in America bitching about? They're just so stupid they don't know what to do. What other explanation do you have for it? They're just so ignorant to the facts that that's all they can do is get on social media and spew propaganda out of their mouth. Because they don't know anything different than propaganda. That's it. That is it. And that's what America has become. Is propaganda. That's it. It's all propaganda. I've been around. And people cannot tell me any different. Because when you talk to the Americans, they don't even know how this process works. They believe they elected Donald Trump. They believe Donald Trump has been elected by the people. And that is a bold-faced lie. because the Electoral College, the United States of America government, put this out there, and it says in other U.S. elections, candidates are elected directly by popular vote. But the president and the vice president are not elected directly by citizens. Instead, they are chosen. Chosen. They are chosen. By who? Through the Electoral College process. This is how stupid Americans are. They're arguing about something they have no clue about. But they're going to say they're right. Every one of them is going to say they're right. And they couldn't be further from the truth if they tried. This is America in a nutshell. They have no clue what they're doing. They have no clue how the elections and the selections work. But the president and the vice president are chosen through the Electoral College process. I don't know what else to say, ladies and gentlemen. What else do you say? You got a whole country that goes around. They don't even know how the election system works. They don't even know how the Electoral College process works. I don't even think they even know about the Electoral College. And yet they're out there stating that they elected Donald Trump. And you're the scum of the earth if you did not vote for Donald Trump. It's a freaking popularity contest. It's a freaking popularity contest. And everybody is up in arms against each other. That's how stupid they are. How else do you say it? Till next time, guys. Take care, peace, and love, and quit freaking arguing with each other. You're all dumb.